What's going on, guys? Samuel Reviews here. Welcome to my latest Best Awards ranking as I finally get to rank all 5 games of the Telltale Walking Dead franchise from the worst to the best. And it's interesting to think that last year I've just got into the Telltale games and I also got into the Telltale Walking Dead, which is a game I remember hearing so many amazing things about, and then I ended up playing the other seasons, and that's why I'm doing this ranking. So, I'm gonna make all 5 of these games from ones I like the least to ones I like the best. And there really isn't a game I actually dislike from this. I actually enjoyed all these games, so interesting. And also, again, it's just my every ranking as I do. This is just my personal opinion and my change. For let me know your ranking in the comments down below if you play all this game. So, enough beyond the brush. Let's get started with the ranking. I'm in dead last at number 5 is the most recent game actually being The Walking Dead Michonne. Now, like I said, I really still think there was an game on this that I totally filed dislike, and I still really like this game, honestly. Definitely one of the best aspects they did in this game is the character of Michonne, as the development of Michonne's character to do. They used to give Michonne in a different light, and I mean that in the best way. They really did develop a lot of her character. I wrote the original that I just mentioned Monday, and the voicing her dad just did a pretty good job at bodying the character of Michonne, honestly. And the graphics were pretty good for wanting to go forward. There are definitely some pretty good moments that occurred in the season. There were some pretty emotional moments, especially involving Michonne's character. Yeah, and there are some really great choices they had to make throughout the game and do end up affecting the overall story. But every other character's driving Michonne, honestly, weren't really that interesting characters. I mean, they're not like bad characters, but they just didn't really interest me as much as they should have, honestly. I mean, there's a couple I did enjoy, but it's one of the cases where the main character is so amazing that the other characters kind of get either overshadowed or they aren't that really that interesting or that developed. Although I think even the story is that engaging in some areas, honestly. And there are definitely some technical hiccups here and there, and some frame rate drops that really bug me throughout the game. Which, I mean, these are kind of in parent Telltale games sometimes, but it's only this and the Batman Telltale series it really bugged me, honestly. I guess it didn't. This and the Batman Telltale series one where it kind of did bug me, honestly. But there is still a lot to really like and enjoy in this game. Yeah, I still say I enjoy myself playing. I didn't feel like I wasted my time playing it. It's still a good game to play. Just something I would not go back to. I still recommend it, but me, it's just something I would not go back anytime soon. Still good though. Number 4, we have The Walking Dead: A New Frontier, the third game in the franchise. This is definitely a very interesting game, mainly because it's not only telling focus on Clementine's focus on this new character Javi and his family trying to fight the apocalypse, and Clementine's kind of similar to a supporting role in this game, which can be a good or bad thing how you interpret it, especially kind of how the tree happened in Season 2, which I'll touch a little more in a little bit, which it can be a pro or con how you interpret it, and I can see it being both. Well, I think that this was definitely a pretty damn good game. It definitely goes in some interesting directions that I guess you might turn some people off, but I thought the choices were actually pretty interesting. Some choices definitely are very effective. Some of the characters that can really affect how characters think about you and all that, and the game can end like a few different ways. Characters run through are very interesting for the most part. Javi's a very likable presence, and Keith is definitely a very interesting presence. David is a very interesting character. Son Gabe is very fun, likable, for the most part at least. With Clementine is as great as ever, of course. Where the game kind of falls a little bit is that some characters aren't exactly the best written, which and sometimes the motivations can be a little bit flimsy. And there's some moments where the guy end up turning on you out of nowhere, like, really? And the frame rate can be a bit bothersome at times. I think not too bothersome, but the graphics aren't exactly the best of Telltale's done, honestly, and this is a game I wouldn't like to see myself replaying anytime soon. Dude, I don't know what it was, but I don't see myself fully trying to play through this game again. At least for the time being, and Story isn't really that special, honestly, but there's still a lot to like and appreciate about this game. I appreciate the direction she's trying to go for. The characters are very interesting for the most part. The scenes can be very tense. It does have some very tense and engaging moments into it, especially some of the flashback sequences before the apocalypse, especially one in episode 5, which that is my favorite of the episodes. But all in all, A New Frontier definitely has its problems, but it's still a damn good game. At number 3, we got The Walking Dead Season 2. And unfortunately, I ended up reviewing this A New Frontier, but I was like, wish I did be Season 2, because this is a great game. Definitely doesn't reach the full heights of Season 1, but it's still a great game nonetheless. This time you play as the little sweet Clementine, and she tries to survive olives on her own, which definitely isn't easy for a kid her age, especially all the stuff that she's been through, and she had to lose the people she loved, and then she had to reunite with one of her old friends, and now she, at one point, she made the decision of killing her, where she does, it's very heartbreaking, and she has to take care of this kid, which is AJ, who ends up being later on the season, and later on the game, the Peanut Club has been motivation for being who she, being the strong character that she is. Basically, characters looks like you got Kenny here, who basically from the first game, and then you come United, the reunion is very sweet. You have some good characters like Bonnie, Nick, Jane, Sarah, Carlos, and the main villain, I forget who his name was, but at the moment, Carver, I believe is his name. He's definitely a very interesting presence, and definitely a funny one, definitely a very interesting villain in this game. And this game has some really major decisions that actually do affect the overall story, especially how the game ends. Game ends, which is kind of unprecedented in the next game, but this game actually has multiple endings where it could end the way Clementine leaving alone, or could end up going to not with Kenny, but Jane, honestly. I'm not going to get too much into that, but it definitely is a very tense moment, and at least some very tense decisions, and decision making is definitely nothing. And there's some decisions that you wish that you made better on, so there's some stuff you play that could have been better on, which is something that Trip can introduce me thinking you probably should have said something better or just something better, honestly, which is great here. The graphics are great. Just have a few little hiccups here and there, but and I wish some characters could have been a little more developed, but all in all, this is still a great game that I can definitely see myself actually playing at some point. And there are also great Wonka kills as well. Some great really tense moments as well. There's not really great moments all around. And I was being kind of hard picking the top 2 choices. I love both of these games. They're kind of same in different ways, so it really wasn't easy. I was kind of up and down on these games, 2 choices, so I ended up going this. So coming in at number 2, The Walking Dead Season 1. Again, I don't know if my popular opinion, because I know people think this holds the game to a true high standard, but nonetheless, I still love this game. I still think this is still a fantastic, emotionally satisfying game. Again, I actually replayed certain moments and certain scenes I played both a couple times, and it's still as emotional gripping as it is when I first played it. Lee is a very interesting and engaging character, one that you really left to root for throughout the game. Game on like to play as, and his relationship with Clementine is one of the most sweetest, kind-hearted, and just an amazing and beautiful relationship. And of course, it got that incredibly emotional ending. Yeah, this game definitely can get pretty emotional, honestly. Like I mentioned in a few, the game sometimes a lot of the best elements from the TV show, what made me fall in love with that TV show in the first place. And even some of the characters that have kind of bad motives are still very humanized here. And you definitely get to see where they're coming from, at least. Even some of the characters are kind of stupid, you can still see what they're coming from and why they have to do what they do. And there are some really heart-wrenching, heartbreaking decisions that you had to make to affect the overall story of the game, and how characters end up feeling about you or could be with you to the end. Every episode really hits like a home run. There are also some great humorous moments, great funny moments as well. Just the game really hits so much into emotion, but also some good humor as well. All the character actions are very great and amazing. Every character is engaging, has something to do, is memorable in one way or another. Definitely in a good way. All in all, Season 1 is a truly phenomenal game that's truly emotional and satisfying in all the best ways. But in the end, The Walking Dead final season for me topped the list and is my favorite Telltale Walking Dead game. Not my favorite Telltale game. I'll still go to Batman and Within, but this would definitely be a close second. And I actually did do a review this a couple weeks ago, I believe, so you can probably check that. Definitely know my more full detailed thoughts on this game, but pretty much ends with you. I love this game. It's truly an incredible conclusion, sometimes story, sometimes more engaging character than ever. Her relationship with AJ is incredibly engaging, but also very sweet and heartfelt and emotional. Some stitches that you make you are very heart-wrenching, and they do affect your whole story, on how characters feel about you and all that. Especially in episode 3 and 4, like, man. You get some pretty tense sequences, some incredible ways you can actually kill walkers here. Very humanized characters. Even some of the bad guys are very humanized here. Like I meant, like in the first season, because they're very humanized, you can see where they're coming from. A lot of characters are very developed and very well handled and have at least one moment to shine throughout the game. The emotion really is high in this game, especially how the game ends. I was really feeling the emotion. But it does have some really good moments of humor, especially with Lewis as a character, and the image goes to some very interesting places and directions that I didn't see coming. Like, again, especially in episode 3. So yeah, I already did a review of one time my thoughts, but no, I love the season. And definitely still one of my favorite Telltale Walking Dead game. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my ranking of all 5 Telltale Walking Dead games. If you happen to all these games, let me know your thoughts on the comments down below. What would be your ranking? How would you rank all these games? I love some comments down below. So that conversation comments if you have played any of these games. And let me know what's your favorite Telltale games and how much you rank all these games, okay? That's also some of the games I still need to play, so when I do finish my other games, I will have ranking for all Telltale games, so this isn't against something I need to play, so but anyways, I hope you enjoyed the ranking as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly do appreciate it. If you haven't, be sure to like this video, be sure to share and subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites down all links down below. I am Samuel Mold from Samuel Mold Reviews. I'll see you next time, as always, stay cooler out there. Peace.
And the ones we left behind